Just put them in the block. That's where you type of people belong.
Well, there's no highlights to go in prison, but conspiracy to supply Class A. I was roped into an importation of Class A.
Okay.
Attempted murder. I think the lowest point in my life was in the block. I'm playing chess with my man out the window, but we ain't got no chessboards. You just got to make the moves in your mind.
I want to understand who Ross the boss is, who Kieran is.
From chaos to conviction, Guns and Ross went from the streets to prison. Now they're back.
Turning pain into purpose through music and mentorship. This isn't just a story of crime. It's comeback.
It was a big case at the time, one of the biggest when I landed in prison, to be honest. It was pretty much unheard of, them numbers. And yeah, man. Got arrested twice for the same thing. But man, police gonna blow your windows, you know, all that jazz. Just told them not to cuff me this time.
What, did they not cuff you?
Not the second time. No, not until my daughters went out.
Talk to me, Kieran.
My sleeves are dripping, so there's a puddle below me in the van. I don't know what to say, I'm just saying they're not dripping, but I'm wet.
How'd you change? How'd you become that man?
So I read over 250 non-fiction books in that time, man. So I took my shahada. They're looking at me like that. I'm saying, why are you not looking at me like that? But I felt something stop me, say, don't go that way.
Can we tell the people what's in the locker?
I planned for 3 projects. Got 2 projects in the bag already. EP and a mixtape.
And really dive into the background of why you two have now linked up and you're creating such a project. Before we jump into today's episode, we've noticed that 71% of people watching right now are not subscribed. If you're watching this, you're clearly enjoying it. Here's our promise to you. Hit subscribe and we'll keep raising the bar, bringing you the biggest and best guests yet. Sharper conversations, bigger guests, and unfiltered conversations that others won't dare to do. Hit subscribe now. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the BlueTick show. Opposite me today, I've got Ross the boss. I got Kieron Bryan, aka GNS. Welcome to the show, my brothers. How are we?
How you doing, Mikey? You alright?
But
Listen,
as good as it can be, Mikey, what's happening, man?
This is the long-awaited part 2.
I know,
Probably the
innit?
most talked about part 2 on the BlueTick show.
This is what they've been asking for, give them what they want, innit?
We got to give them what they want. And now we got double trouble.
That's what you want to call it.
Yeah, double trouble. You got both of you here. My brothers, before we dive into today's episode, I want to start off with you, Ross. What did you go to prison for?
The first time, second time.
What was the highlight of you going to prison?
Well, there's no highlights to go in prison, but conspiracy to supply Class A. And I was roped into an importation of Class A.
Okay.
Attempted murder.
Okay. All right. Viewers, I'm sure you're locked in. Guys, let's talk a little bit about what it was like being on the roads, being part of crime. Let's start with Ross. Ross, talk to me a little bit about what it was like being involved in the crime life.
It's just another day in the office when you're involved in it, but looking back, it's not now, innit? What was normal then is not normal now. That kind of makes sense.
Okay. And what was a day in the life of Ross the boss back then?
Depends on which stage, what growing up or...
Let's talk about when you was in the game.
Another day in the office, innit? But yeah, the game, innit?
What's another day in the office for you isn't another day in the office for the viewers.
Ah, right.
So we need to explain to them what your life was really like.
Chaotic, definitely chaotic. But yeah, man, I used to sell drugs for a living. Obviously, I can say that now. I went to prison for it. I no longer sell drugs now. Made the transition into a musician. But yeah, I used to sell drugs. And that's what's led to this point now where I'm making music and I'm rapping about it because I can.
Well, listen, there's going to be a massive success story from the back of this.
That's the plan.
There's a project in the pipeline that we will be discussing shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Before
Positive
that,
about the negative.
100%. Before that, I want to understand who Ross the boss is, who Kieran is, and really dive into the background of why you two have now linked up and you're creating such a project.
Mm-hmm.
So we've heard a little bit about you. Let's move on to you. Talk to me, Kieran. What was your life like before your transition?
Yeah. You've got a different mindset and different goals that you want to achieve, and man's just chasing them like your life depends on it. So that's what every day was like for us.
What was one of your goals when you was in the game?
Get as much machines as possible.
When machines, we're talking guns.
Mm-hmm.
And we previously heard your story on the BlueTick show.
Mm.
You was really involved in selling guns.
Mm.
You was, some say, the main man.
Mm.
That's where I'm sure the name Gunsy come from. When you look back at your life now, when you think of what your life was like, what would you say was one of the lowest points in your life?
One of the lowest points in my life, I think the lowest point in my life was I'm doing the 25. I'm in the block for AM. So I'm doing the 25 for AM, and I'm in the block for AM in prison. Yeah?
Oh wow.
So I'm in the block, and you know that Lee Rigby case.
Yeah.
So I'm in the block, and I'm playing chess with my man out the window. But we ain't got no chessboards. You just got to make the moves in your mind. Yeah. So I'm playing chess with him out the window. Everyone's listening because no one else ain't got nothing to do. We're in the block. And my man says a move. And the move that he done killed my queen. So I got to imagine what move he done. And he just killed my queen. Yeah. So I just forfeited the game and jumped back in my bed. And I said, all my life decisions have led me to be playing chess with Mr. Man I've just been watching on the news and losing my queen in the block. That's when I said, yeah, you've hit rock bottom.
What did it feel like when you realised you hit rock bottom?
I think I'm a sore loser because I was moaning about the guy had to make me imagine losing my queen, and then I just going back to nothing. When you turn away from the window, because you're playing in a little gap like that, when you turn away, you're just in the block. There's no TV, just one mattress. The light was off.
Reality sets in.
I'd just been watching him on the news. Do you get it? Thinking, yeah, that's peak. But now they're saying whatever he's done, what you lot done, just put him in the block. That's where you type of people belong. I said, all my life decisions had left me here. I'd just been watching my man on the news. I'm playing chess with him out the window.
Mad.
Let's talk about the day you both got arrested. Your last time in prison.
The last time, yeah.
The last time in prison. When you got arrested, what happened that day? The morning of, what happened?
Well, I got arrested twice for the same thing. First time, I flew back from Barcelona. I already had a bad feeling whilst I was in Barcelona. I stated it in the No Info video that I made whilst I was in prison. I had a bad feeling. The encros had been compromised at the time. The encrypted phones under Operation Venetic. I had a bad feeling. I flew back from Barcelona and I landed back. I came to my house about 2 a.m. I was supposed to come back a few days prior, but I didn't. We had an altercation in Barcelona, and this is how I kind of clicked onto that. There's something untoward happening because we nearly got arrested in Barcelona over an altercation over a fight that we had. And police came and they ended up letting us go. It's a bit of a long-winded story, but anyway, so I had a bad feeling from there. Flew back to Manchester. My fiance at the time wasn't very pleased. She's asleep on the couch. I've come in, gone upstairs to bed, tossing and turning all night. Bad anxiety, I couldn't rest. And then I just heard the van coming up the street. I thought, and it was arm response as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm naked and shit. Looked out the window. I thought, this is it. Do you know what I'm saying? But man, police gonna blow your windows, you know, all that jazz. Anyway, I come downstairs, open the door, got the door behind me, didn't let them in. I'm saying, you obviously said that, get on the ground and that, this, that, and other. I'm saying, right, I'm unarmed. Well, I was naked at the time, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to let them in straight away because my kids was in the house. That was the worst thing. That was probably one of the worst things that ever happened to me, to be honest. At that moment there. And then, yeah, so I arrived back in Manchester, got nicked the first time. I got released for 1 month pending further investigation because we were still connecting all the evidence on the Encro phones. I wasn't 100% sure it was to do with the Encro at that time. And then 1 month later, they came back for me again. I was due to answer for bail. They've obviously put all the pieces to the puzzle together now, strengthened the case, come back for me again. And then they come banging on my door again. They didn't raid me the second time, to be fair, because they already knew, right, come to arrest you. And then, they come and nick me for the importation conspiracy to supply and the importation of cassettes. And I thought, wow, this is it. And then I said goodbye to my family, fiance at the time, my daughters, give them a hug. Just told them not to cuff me this time because they already wrecked my house the last time before. Do you know what I'm saying?
What, did they not cuff you?
Not the second time. No, not until my daughters went out.
Can you imagine saying that to feds? Don't cuff me this time.
No. Obviously, I'm saying when you take me out, we'll be taking me out in cuffs in front of my kids.
Yeah, I know, that's OG stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Because I weren't having it the second time. I was ready the second time, you know what I'm saying?
Don't cuff me.
Yeah. I said obviously, Mum will come with you. I said it to them out the window. I said, I'll come with you, but don't be cuffing me up in front of my kids and that. I'll walk out, you get me? Like, Bum, don't be cuffing me up and that. Like,
and they listened.
Yeah, because they already got me in it. They knew they got me. The first
Yeah,
time they got
fair
me
enough.
naked and shit. The second time, man was ready. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you're not rolling through my gaff with straps and that terrorizing my kids. Not this time. Do you know what I'm saying? Second time they didn't come as heavy in it. They knew they had mine anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
So yeah, the second time I shouted out the window, "I'll come now, yeah, but don't be cuffing me, you get me?" And yeah, I come downstairs, open the door, bam, bam, they come in, arresting you on the conspiracy to import a cassette and conspiracy to supply a cassette. And I thought, yeah, fuck it, it's that time, innit?
Some people say the organisation was importing up to £1 billion worth. All right, quick one. Ever had that mini heart attack when you tap your pocket and your wallet's just gone? Yeah, happened to me outside Pret the other day. Turns out it was in my coat, but still full panic mode. So I've started using this thing here called X to find a card. It's slick, man. Literally the size of a credit card. Slides right into your wallet and boom, it's trackable on Apple's Find My. Left it at a mate's house last week and my phone was like, "Oi, you forgot your wallet." I loved it. It's got a loud ringer, works with Siri, lasts 6 months on a charge, and it's water resistant. Even if you're an absolute liability like me, it's covered. They're doing a spring sale, 30% off, but if you use my code, the BlueTick Show, you get up to 40% off. Links in the description now. Use the code, make sure you grab one before you lose your wallet again. Oh, and Extra sent me their new Wallet Pro to try. It's a bit of a game changer. Handcrafted, Italian leather, all metal button for that smooth card pop. Fits up to 14 cards and cash without bulking your pocket. Plus, it's got RFID protection. Built to last. Guys, make sure you go and grab your wallet now.
So they say it was multiple shipments that I played a part of. You know what I mean? Obviously, the £1 billion it's not my £1 billion, is it? Let's be honest. I was just connected to a case and the family that was connected to this conspiracy. Do you see what I'm saying? I just played a role, and then that was my role. I was a cog. Do you know what I'm saying? The £1 billion obviously didn't belong to me. The money that got found, whatever they're saying in the papers, you know, or online, didn't belong to me necessarily. But I played a role. I was a part of the case. And yeah, it was a big case at the time, one of the biggest when I landed in prison, to be honest. It was pretty much unheard of, them numbers. And yeah, man, fucking, that was it. I was gone. But I don't know, it was the rebirth. I just went away, recreated myself, trained, got my mind right, got my body right. And yeah, lost a lot of weight, trained, and then got into a lot of reading, educated myself, started creating, making music. Just took it from there, decided to turn a negative into a positive, and then that's how the stars are kind of aligned with myself and yourself, because we're on similar paths. He got out before me. I've got out. We've linked up again. We know each other from years ago anyway. Gunzi was already a musician many years ago. We got a very close mutual friend I went primary school with. Obviously, one of his original first closest friends was the same with me. Big shout out to Rups, his producer now as well. We're all making positive moves in the music game now. So yeah, it's just like it's a real organic link up, real story, you know what I mean? He was already out before me. He's making positive moves. I've come out with a completely different mindset, and it's only right we cross paths, and then sky's the limit now, isn't it?
Definitely, 100%. And I think what we're going to discuss shortly about how you two are now working together to build what you're building,
yeah, man,
is an amazing story. Before we dive into that, talk to us.
Arrest. The craziest arrest that I got one time I was in Manchester, and I was walking through the city centre, and I think I was this is after I've come out from doing 3 years.
What did you do 3 years for?
For Section 18.
Okay.
So I come out, I think I'm like 20 yet. So I'm walking through this town centre, and I see a stall. So all my brothers are always telling me you need to read you need to watch a book called The Message. Yeah. So I was walking past the store. I see the DVD there on the
like the stand.
On the stand, the guy's giving out that one. So I say to him, "Let me get that." So he's saying to me, "Yeah, take it for free." He's saying, "Take it for free, yeah." Cause I'm trying to pay him, but he's saying, "Nah, just take it for free." And then they're saying to me, "What do you know about Islam?" So I'm saying, "I know about Islam. All my brothers are Muslim, but I'm on smoke on the road, so I can't."
Is that what you said for real?
Yeah, I said that to him. I'm saying I can't even be stepping in that direction. So he said to me, "Nah, even if you're on smoke, it's better to die a Muslim than not to die a Muslim." Yeah. So I said, "I'm gonna go do some shopping and come back." Yeah. So I gone done some shopping, come back, took my shahada with them on the store. Yeah. So I took my shahada. They're looking at me like that. I'm saying, why are you not looking at me like that?
Rewind. We can't just slide past it. You took your shahada there and then.
Yeah, no, but I always knew I was going to do it. But I thought I need to come off the roads first. But my man was telling me, you need to do the opposite. Do you get it? Yeah. So I said, I'm going to circle and come back. Wow. So I've come back, took my shahada now. So then, this is in Manchester, innit? So I'm back in London now,
yeah.
So the guy on the store was the guy, his nephew, and bare people with big lanyards, yeah? So they're on the stool, and I'm chatting to the nephew and the uncle. So after I took my shahada, they was looking at me weird. I'm saying, why are you not looking at me like that? They say, you got the sins of a baby now. Yeah. So I'm thinking, everything's Chris, left, go back to London. They keep ringing me, saying, come learn how to do the prayers and etc. etc. So I'm saying, nah, I'm in London, innit? When I'm in Manchester, I'll shout you. But the way they're ringing me, I'm thinking they don't believe that I'm in London. They think I'm in Manchester still. So they're saying, just come round. We're only in Fallowfield, they would say. We're only around the corner, bam. So I'm saying, when I'm down there, I'll shout you lot. So they're blowing me up. I'm just trying to brush it off for now, yeah? So bam. I'm in the yard in the OT spot with a few men and bare gal in the yard, yeah? So we're in one room chilling and all the gal in the next room. So we're just chilling now. So man here, come out with your hands up loud from the other room. So I'm saying, what are they watching? I'm telling, hey, you lot, keep it down in there, man. Turn that TV down or something. Man's watching the football. He said, come out with your hands up. So bam now. Man saying, so man's gone to the window. Man looked out the window. There's Jakes everywhere. Look up, there's helicopters. There's two helicopters and Jakes as far as you can see. So, you know, in that panic, I've tried to go to a side window, bare dots on my chest. So I've closed that, yeah? So bam now, one of the chicks bust the door. They're telling the girl, walk to the middle of the road, yeah? And then put your nose on the line on the road. Then when you put your nose on the line on the road, we're going to come and get you. And then we're going to come for the next person, yeah? So bam.
And this is all for you?
I'm going to tell you, I never found out what happened 2 years later, yeah? So then bam. Everyone's queuing up to go out. Me and my rider die running up, flushing, boom, 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 flushing. My brethrens are queuing up. I won't say some of the men them were queuing up. Do you get it? And they had things to be flushing. They wasn't flushing. They was in the queue. Me and the thing was patterning up. So bam now, I go out lost. So everyone's gone out now. I've gone out lost. They're saying, put your hands up. I'm like, forget all that. I heard free. I say, what? They started doing a countdown. Yeah, I was trying to do the bad boy thing. I can just walk to the middle. I don't need to walk to the middle with my hands up. I'm not putting my hands up. But when they said free, I said, whoa, you saying free? Free for what? Bam, walk there, put my nose on the thing, yeah, get cuffed. They put me in the van. So there's a whole crowd facing. So they put me in the van facing the crowd. So the whole crowd is just looking at me cuffed. My sleeves are dripping. So there's a puddle below me in the van. So the fed's like, why is your sleeves dripping? I'm like, they're not. But they're soaking wet up to there. Yeah?
Oh shit, from where you've been flushing. Yeah.
So, and there's a puddle below me. But he's saying, why are your hands dripping? I'm like, they're not. They're all bone dry. This time it's dripping on the floor everywhere. I don't know what to say. I'm just saying they're not dripping, but I'm wet. So bam now. Go to the station. Don't get interviewed. Nothing. Bam. Bust me in the morning. Yeah? Cut.
Huh?
No one else got arrested. Nothing. Cut. Go back to the yard. This is a true story. Go back to the yard. Bust the door. Guy in the yard. There's food on the side.
Mad.
There's food on the side. So bam. Go to my bedroom. Fam. There's food on the kitchen in the table. He's saying the feds left it there. So I ain't touched it. So I'm saying, what are you talking about? He's saying that, fam, when they cleared everyone out, they only took you, and then when we come back, that was on the side, in the kitchen. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, bam. Man never knew what or understood what happened there, yeah?
Even me, I'm shocked. I'm confused.
I was confused as well, but I took the food, because I took bare else, but I took the food. I'm grabbing that, because everyone left it on the side. I said, I'm grabbing that, yeah? Bam.
Lost is an old man's key.
Imagine you go in the kitchen, it's just in the middle on the counter.
Standard.
So I'm saying, bam. Because I thought it was all gone. My man said he couldn't find the key for his safe and that, like, he was at the front of the queue, but he wasn't trying to pattern nothing. So, bam, I get the 25 for the AM, yeah? So now I'm on Strange Ways in the prison, on the unit. So bam, I'm on Strange Ways one day, I walk past the cell, I see uncle in there. You know the uncle and the nephew?
Yeah.
I see him in the unit, in the prison.
Oh,
I go in his cell, he's got the Dawa stall in his cell on the side.
no way.
He still had the message. He had he told me.
That you first linked him.
Yeah. He still had the whole stall, the message, everything there on the side, yeah? So I'm saying, do you remember me, brother? He said, yeah, I remember you. Look, you're in my paperwork. So then he busts his paperwork, yeah? So now go back to the start of the story. When I'm walking through Manchester and there's a stall giving out Dawa, 2 of them are MI5. So they got big beards, they're feds. There's 2 feds there, yeah? So then when I'm at the side chatting to the uncle and that kind of stuff, yeah? After, they're chilling with the feds in their yard in Fallowfield or something, and they keep ringing me in front of the feds. Do you get it? They keep ringing me in front of the feds. The feds have told whoever to go watch Mr. Man. I'm living with Moroccans and Asians. So it's just me and then bare Moroccans and Asians. Some men are driving taxis, so we all got the same crib. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So when they're watching the crib, they're seeing me and just bare Asians and Moroccans, yeah? And I took my shahada with them, and them man keep ringing me. So what's happened when I'm going through the thing, they've licked the yard on some terrorist cell thing and just cut. They're not on nothing else except for terrorism.
So they don't care
They're
about
not
the drugs,
interested
they don't
in
care-
nothing else
It's
apart
bigger
from
than that.
terrorism and cut.
So what about my man that was giving you Dawa?
He told me the whole story.
But why
in
was he
the
in
unit.
prison?
Oh, he got nine life sentences
Sorry?
for sending people to the Mujahideen since the 1980s to fight against the Russians or some mad thing like that.
Mad.
Okay.
So the people next to him on the stall, yeah, because he told me he got a stall in Longsight. He's got a stall in Longsight.
Oh
He
my
got a
God.
permit to get the stall in the town centre, and that's when they set him up because he had a permit in the town centre. That's what he told me. So he reckons he's innocent. Yeah,
He had MI5 working on his stool without knowing.
yeah, because they come to him,
no, I hear that, I
took
hear
their shahada, grew their beards, asked him about a few things. You get it? They done that. They wasn't messing about.
Undercovers fully go through. They do it all.
Class with a fine tooth comb as well. So
Fam,
you've been
they-
linked in through my man basically from all them years prior, innit?
Nah, it wasn't years. The gap wasn't years prior. It was months prior. Man, see the feds watching the yard. Man's think it's drug feds or something. Minute, do you get what I'm trying to say? I remember seeing that window.
Another
Why
day
is
in the
that window
office.
always twitching? Do you get what I'm saying? I told my brethren, fam, I swear that's feds in that window. Yeah. He said to me, yeah, that's definitely feds. Yeah. And then he wheel spinned off. So we're outside the yard. This is how young we are. Man said to my brethren, that's feds in that window. He said, you know what? That is definitely feds. Then he wheel spinned off to go lick a shot. And then I forgot. And then we just rolled out with our machines and that like a normal day. Now when man
when you're
think
young,
about
you're
it,
Before we
like,
move on to
fuck,
Ross, guns was your thing, right? At one point,
allegedly. No,
Allegedly.
That's been bad to
Well, you've
say.
done enough.
That was automatic. That was just automatic.
Second nature.
guns was your thing. Let's cut all the bullshit.
I
Guns
saw them
was
say. I saw them say.
At one point, how many guns did you have on you?
What do you mean? Like when I'm going to do a deal, like
Yeah.
the most, like
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
30 or something.
Oh, for real?
Not carrying to 2 cell, for instance. Is that what you mean? You're not
No, I
getting
mean
around
as in,
with
no,
30.
no.
Oh no, I
Like,
mean,
in a
I'm
duffel
going
bag.
to sell.
Man,
I'm
you've got
going
the
to
Punisher.
sell, and I'm giving the person the choices. In it, choose what you want out of that.
Have you had any situations that have gone wrong when you've been trying to sell?
I had some youths say to me, they want swap a machine and they want buy a machine. Yeah?
They want to swap one and buy one.
Yeah, but the middleman is a joke man. Yeah, so the middleman who they've gone through is a joke man. I know he's a joke man, and I was thinking, I hope they don't think I'm a joke man because he's a joke man. Yeah, so I've gone there with one of my dogs. Yeah, so he's got a machine, I've got a machine that's loaded on us. Yeah, and man's got the bag of machines. So they say to come to their city. I won't name what city it is. Yeah, they say to come to their city. So I go to their city, but I go to link my brethren who I know in their city. Yeah? And I tell them, meet me in this area in your city. Go to my brethren's yard, get his dog, park up my car, get his dog, and walk down to the park like I'm walking the dog. So I go down there, and there's one youth there. And he's telling me that this is his ops ends, and I need to come to his ends to sell the machines.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, forget all that. You lot said to come to the city. I'm in the city. We do the business here right now, or we just cut. What's man saying? So he's got on the phone. He's called his brethren to come. But while he's calling his brethren to come, man's let him know, bam, these are the machines, yeah? And then man showed him the other things. But really, man's just letting him know
I got my shit.
it's not a game. Yeah. So when he clocks, okay, these men are not really with the middleman, because they wouldn't be moving like that. Is the middleman. He starts trying to ask man questions, which I thought was a red flag. So where you man from then? Forget all that. We're here to do business. Yeah. So how long's your people going to be? So he's saying, rumbling. So I'm saying, I'm going to circle the block. I'm not just going to sit here. When they come, call me. Yeah. So then I've gone back to the yard, billing it, and I've got one in the head. Yeah. So when I'm billing it now, half an hour is gone. I'm going to say, I'm going to deselect my thing. These men are not coming. As soon as I went to deselect it, they've rung me. So I said, oh, that's a sign. Do not deselect that. Bam, walk on. You lot there, yeah? Yeah, we're here. Is this the you I just saw, or the you who just come? They're waffling again. That should just be an easy question. Simple. They're waffling. All right, cool. I'll soon reach. So I'm walking down now. Me and my brethren are walking down to the park without the dog, the same way we went. So we're walking. As soon as I'm about to bust a corner, you won't believe me, but something stopped me. Don't go that way, G. Yeah. So I stopped my brethren. Don't go that way. Stop. Come back. Let's go round the other way. So we're not coming from the same way we came the first time. Gone round the other way. There's a youth in the bush with the machine. Sitting in the bush with the machine.
On a jump move or something.
So I tell my brethren, hold him, grab that. Took his machine, yeah. Bam. Go round to the park. The youth who I met the first time is facing the way I came from, but he's got gloves on and he's got a machine in his hand this time. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's in the baby park. So I just step over the baby park thing. He's on the phone with his machine in his hand. He's telling the youths, "Nah, I can't see him. I can't see him." So when I'm behind him, I just take the machine out of his hand, like, bam. What's this? Is this the thing you're swapping, or the thing that? Is this the thing you're swapping? Yeah. Soon as he starts talking, I put it in my bag, walk off. He's still on the phone. So he's saying, where you going? Where you going? I'm just ignoring him. He's saying to them, man, he's here already, he's here already, he's here already. You see, by the time I get back up the bit, bare men start coming up. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But now I've got two of their machines, because I just took a machine off Mr. Man. Just took a machine off Mr. Man.
Just disarmed him.
So then, bam. So when they start coming out, I hear someone shout something greasy. So I dip, and my brethren's like, what are you doing? Float. So I said, all right, cool, float, and then cut. But they claimed they wasn't on nothing, but they was on something. So that was a time when something was going to go wrong, and something just stopped me out the blue. There was no one there, but I felt something stop me, say, don't go that way.
Divine intervention.
Not that way, G. Go back round.
But you know, you said they kept rambling on, I knew something weren't right. Why did you go?
Because you see, I've been in a few situations where I think man's young, innit? So there's been times where I'm thinking someone's going to try and rob me. So I go there, they've really got the money.
Okay.
Do you get it? They wasn't even trying to rob me, but I didn't bring what they wanted. I just brought my machine. So then I just end up taking their piece. So you just...
I just end up taking that piece.
No, because, like, you know, if you link it, someone's ringing you that is not meant to ring you, you say, oh, we want this cash. I'm thinking, this is a setup. Let me go there on smoke and show them they shouldn't be setting that up. And then when you get there, they really got the dough there and that. And you told them you're bringing whatever you said you was bringing, so you can't even start talking about, I'm going to go get this.
So it would be rude not to. Alleviate them of the drugs.
You get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man is going towards the situation. So when you're thinking someone's on you, you go towards it because man's young.
Fearless?
Yeah, man's fearless and young and just like...
A lot of pride and a lot of ego in it. I don't know. When you're younger, you just... I guess you have more balls when you're younger, innit?
How did you both meet?
More to think about. Fucking hell, that's it. I think I touched on that in the first podcast, didn't I?
Tell me, how did you both meet? You're both here today. We need to know.
We met through a mutual friend, like I was saying, a very close friend of ours. And yeah, he's come to meet me to buy some. Again, I can say it now because I've been in prison for it as a kid. To buy some cocaine. Obviously, I'm supposed to be the coke man at the time. Do you know what I mean? Or I was pretty young. We was young, innit? Do you know what I mean? But you think you're a man, innit, them times. And you think you are the man at them times. He's come. My friends rang me. He come and met me. I come out. I'm not gonna say where I come out the back of, but I come out the back of a gaff. And he's parked up with with my close friend. My close friend's in the front seat. I've only ever heard about our kid Gunzi at the time. I'm not actually met him. I didn't even know it was him that was meeting me. Do you see what I'm saying? But because he's so cool with my brethren, he didn't even need to say he's coming with my man. Do you know what I mean? He's giving me some. No, sorry. I've jumped in the car. We're having a conversation. I'm chatting to him, like looking at the pull down thing. Do you know what I mean? You've got your flat pulled down. I'm sat behind him. My friend sat on the left there. I'm in the back. I've given the swag at the time. He's checking it. We're talking. He's commenting on my jacket because I had a nice jacket on at the time. I remember that. He's commenting on my jacket. He's sitting like, oh, that's bad, that jacket. And I'm sitting, nah, nice one. And then he's just messing about with him, thinking, what's he on? Do you know what I mean? He's taking ages, but I think my friend, he's just on his phone or whatever. And then we're getting into, he's checking the quality. He wasn't happy with the quality at the time, innit? He's saying,
that bit's disputed.
There's something wrong. He was cussing the food anyway. I don't even think you ended up taking it. And then we got
because I was saying it was garbage. You were saying that it was 10-10.
I'm saying
was it good food?
To my knowledge, it was many years ago.
It was press.
Never saw you press. I wouldn't dare.
You didn't know who it was. So he's bringing me out the press.
All right then. I don't know. I can't remember. It was years ago, innit? The guys circling back on me for 15 years ago. 20 years ago. But yeah. Fucking, so we checked the quality. He wasn't happy. Now you're putting dirt on my name, man. Fucking,
I'm saying it's disputed. I'm saying it's disputed, innit? Do you get it?
I was young them times anyway. Fucking, not everyone was selling coke in them days. It wasn't the norm then. Nowadays, everyone,
how big was your coke line?
Line wise,
yeah.
Oh, I never went to prison for a coke line, so I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I went to prison for some other shit. Let's just say. We had a good run, allegedly. Do you know what I mean? Okay. We had a good run. But yeah, so he wasn't happy with the food. I'm thinking, still talking about the jacket. And then obviously, my friend, I'm thinking, when's he going to interject? And then obviously, he's give us the proper introduction then. You see what I'm saying? And now I've clicked. I'm thinking, oh, right, this is Gunza.
So you heard of him?
We had a lot of mutual friends anyway. His family I'm friends with, etc., etc. So we had a lot of mutuals anyway. He already had a fucking serious name for himself. And then we got into a conversation, not about drugs anymore, about something else. And then obviously, I could, so my friends obviously mentioned this is the man when it comes to certain things. And then obviously a shopping list was mentioned, or a menu, shall I say, to order from. And then I just couldn't believe the menu, what he was offering in a roundabout way, you know what I'm getting.
What was on the menu? What was on the menu?
Machines.
Which ones?
I can't remember.
What was your usual 5 machines you would have for sale?
5 machines.
What would be your best sellers?
Makarovs, Stars, Star 9s and Makarov, Russian Makarov. Military.
What was the price of one of them?
29.
Okay, carry on.
I can't remember, it was many years ago, but again, what I was gonna say, so obviously we had a conversation. I'm thinking, right, this menu here that's been put to man. I'm thinking, so I've gone away and made a few more phone calls, and the man is saying, yo, this is the man with the plan. He is who he says he is, and obviously everything checked out. Do you see what I'm saying? And then from there, we just started rocking it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
And you guys didn't speak for how long?
Well, we seen each other quite a few times after that. Obviously, because as we say, mutual friends.
We didn't break contact like that kind of stuff. So that mutual friend that we're talking about, yeah. So for my whole birth of that 13, when I shot him, he's usually with Ruff.
So it's just one of them.
So it always stayed locked in.
We always know where each one of us is or what we're up to through the grapevine, innit? You're real people. You don't have to speak to all the time.
Definitely.
I could speak to him. Like even when we connected, it was like, yo, was that a music video actually as well, wasn't we? You come to a video.
No, I come to link you lot to tell you lot about the Hotline freestyle.
Yeah.
And prison for you both. What was prison like?
It was an experience, a learning curve to say the least.
How long was you inside total?
This time,
Total, altogether, your whole sentence.
just short of 4 years.
Yourself, brother?
I done 16 I done 3 and then 13 in my sentence.
And what would you say was one of the hardest times in prison?
Me, I lost a lot of people. A lot of people died when I was away. Yeah, man, a lot of people died when I was away. Breaking up with my fiance, that was a big one. I'm not even gonna lie, like it might sound soft, but I don't care. I was with her for 12 years. I've got daughters to her. Obviously, when because I wasn't looking at a small sentence at first. I was on the importation, remember? So it was like around the 20-year mark. That's what I was looking at. By the grace of God, and it wasn't me anyway. The charges got dropped down about 2.5 years in. So 2.5 years on remand, I'm thinking I'm going away for at least a 20-year. Do you know what I mean? And then if I go guilty, whatever, you can get your juggled down. How the percentages come off and stuff. But yeah, I ended up going guilty to the conspiracy to supply cassette. But unbeknown to me at this time, so the first 2.5 years, obviously it wasn't working out. It's not going to work out. COVID times, couldn't even see my daughters. So for like 9 months, I didn't see my daughters. That broke my heart. I'm a full-time dad, pretty much. I am a full-time dad. I always was. But so that was the biggest part because I couldn't see my daughters, couldn't have visits for 9 months. Everyone that was in through COVID times went through that. It was 23.5 hour day bang up. That was heavy. And I was padded up with my dad, 3 pops, man. Padded up with my dad, which was probably one of the most best parts of it for the first year and a bit. We was padded up together. Yeah, so one of the downtimes is probably a friend of mine, Mr. P. He passed away when I was down the block. He's an older man. He used to be my taxi driver originally. I used to go to him for advice. I always felt like I could go to him. He kind of mentored me, helped me out. I could speak to him, talk openly with him. He's an older man. He was experienced in a lot of things. He's been around the block a few times. Used to confide a lot in him. I lost him. I was very close with him and his family. That happened when I was down the block. My auntie passed away when I was in prison. That was horrible. And then a friend of mine committed suicide. Unfortunately, he had a bad mental health at the time. And he stepped in front of a train, and that hurt. When I got that call, that hurt. You know what I mean? So taking losses of death in prison.
Because there's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
you can't even.
And when you're just left to your own thoughts, especially being down the block. I was only like one phone call. I remember phoning home. One of my close people, D. He went to the funeral, obviously, to represent man, and it was because it was a COVID funeral. Not everyone could go for him, and obviously, I'm making that one call to see how the funeral was going and whatever. Right?
A funeral can never go well.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I couldn't even be there. So, and then obviously, not even that. It's missing my daughter's birthdays. The prom. You know what I mean? I missed my daughter's proms. Lucky enough, I got home for when my twins started high school. That was one of my biggest accomplishments. Couldn't wait to not start high school. Got to go to the second parents' evening, so that was an accomplishment for me. But yeah, just missing out on your daughter's going missed out on the 16th birthday, his 18th birthday. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I missed out on them crucial years. Do you know what I mean? I'm the full-time custody carer of my oldest daughter. I've had her since the age of 6, so I was the full-time custody carer of her. And then obviously when I've gone to prison, social services obviously get involved because I was the full-time custody carer. Luckily enough, my niece was looking after her at my house at the time, so we managed to keep her at the house. But then when your family start to break away, police obviously take your house then, don't they? So all that's happening. Your stack's going down now, your money's going down, you're not earning no more. Your bills are still going out, the pressures of life. I'm still trying to uphold a certain lifestyle from the children that they were used to when dad was there. So I'm still sending them on holidays. I'm still getting them nice cars for the proms. I'm still putting watches on the wrist for the birthdays. I'm still living like, I didn't want their lifestyle to change. But then obviously your stack starts to disappear now. And then reality kicks in, do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. And then obviously my pops, they still kept him on the importation charge with me. So when my charge got dropped, that was bittersweet. When it got dropped down to conspiracy to supply cassette, I got the same legal team. Maximum respect to them. They went above and beyond for us. But it was bittersweet, But he was happy for me, obviously. But I felt it was sad because my pops was still on a higher charge, you see what I'm saying?
How long was he looking at?
He was looking at around the 20-year mark. But I think he got like a 20 down to 16 years, 11 months. Yeah, so we got 16 years, 11 months again with a guilty plea. My right-hand man, my brother, very, very close to him. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, they took out my whole family, do you know what I mean? This is more than just, yeah, like, they carried off my dad. They carried off my right-hand man first, amongst others. They took them first. They separated us all, obviously. Then I was with my dad for a little bit longer, then they took us down the block to Cat 8 us. They'd taken my dad to a strange ways Cat 8 unit, and then they kept me in Forest Bank in Manchester. So then everyone and my other coldies, they went to Belmarsh. They broke us all apart. Do you know what I mean? That wasn't nice, to be fair. But yeah, man, some really low times in prison, to be honest. But it molds and shapes you, and it toughens you up, I suppose, innit? You're at war with your own mind some days, innit? It's just, I always say you can choose to thrive in prison or survive in prison, innit? Do you know what I mean? Or just about survive in prison, and I chose to thrive, do you know what I mean?
Well, listen, the music itself, which we are going to touch on shortly, is to tell the story. The music, you speak your life in your music, which I think is one thing I rate about your songs is you're not just spitting random bars. You're literally telling your story through your music, which is amazing.
Therapeutic to me as well. It's the way of getting all the noise out of my head, you know what I mean? And articulating all the pain that I've been carrying for years, you know what I mean? That's all the white noise in my head, all the noise I can't get out of my head, you know, still suffer now. You know what I mean? We all go through mental health, everyone goes through it, you know what I mean? I'll be honest in it, like I've had, when I'm up mentally, I'm in a solid, good place, I'm unstoppable. But when I'm low and I'm down, it's a dark place in my mind, and sometimes I struggle to get out of it.
And Kieran, you was inside for a lot longer. What would you say is one of the hardest parts of being in prison for yourself?
I think the hardest part for me was there was a time when DCAT is like the holy grail of prison. That's what everyone
says that. Everyone loves that DCAT.
I'm there thinking about DCAT for 10 years straight. Because you see, when I got my sentence, I'm thinking a 20, I could rub that easy. It's the 5 that was, when I first got it, I'm like, why did you add the 5 on? Do you get it? The 20 I could do easy. So I'm thinking, if I get to DCAT, it's like I got a 20. At the first point, because you can get to DCAT when you got 3 years left.
Okay, yeah.
So I got to DCAT at the earliest point, 3 years left.
You got it?
Got it there, made it. Do you get it? My plan from day one, get the 20.
And you got it.
Yeah. So you're allowed to go out now, so I'm out. Bam. I got there, got to the DCAT, went to sleep, woke up, there's 20 Jakes at my door. It's not even funny, but I'm saying, what on? They're telling me that my cousin passed away, he's got killed on the roads, yeah?
Wow.
So that means you're abscondress now, yeah? Even though my crime happened, anything active of me happened 10 years ago. Do you get it? But they're saying you can't be in the DCAT when this has just happened, so you're abscondress now. Sent me back to a CCAT on my first day in the morning. And they're meant to send the chaplaincy to you.
What, based on what they thought you might do because you're...
Yeah, they're saying you can just walk out now.
So what, they're already...
Can I ask a question? Was they right?
What do you mean?
Was they right?
No, they wasn't right because by then I've changed my mentality.
Oh, you changed
get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, okay.
So it's 10 years later after I was on smoke. Everything I'm talking to you about when I'm on smoke is 10 years 13 years ago. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's not now. This is what I was on then. You're asking about what we was on in jail, on smoke, on the roads. Do you get it? So now I'm looking to come out and give speeches. That's what I'm looking to do. And
do you know one thing I rate about you so much? I'll be honest with you. You went prison for a long time. You done a long bird overall. When I talk to you, you're just one of the brothers. Like genuinely, like me and you, we talk all the time. Yeah, we chat. Like out of all my guests I've ever spoken to, me and you chat the most. Like all the time. It's literally whenever my phone rings and it says BlueTick straight, it's always I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? But it's always been love, and I rate you for it.
You catch Joey, Mikey.
Always. But it's when I chill with you. You know, where I've interviewed so many people, sometimes I can look at someone and think, okay, yeah, he's done a long bird. All right, yeah, cool. I can see, you know, when you see in someone's eyes, you can tell that they've been inside for a long time or they've done stuff. With you, bro, I don't see nothing. And I'm not sure if that's really fucking scary or if, like, I just can't read you correctly. And I think it's the scary one, but anyway.
No, it's not the scary one. It's that I made the decision early on, yeah? So I made the decision that whatever age I'm getting out at 35, I'm getting out at 35, yeah? I have to be in a better position than if I was 100% successful on the road. So I carried on robbing, carried on selling drugs, and I had all the money there, and I'm 35. But in that position, I'd have Bear Man onto me, I'd have the Jakes onto me, and something would happen not soon long after
Sooner
that.
rather
Do you
than
get what I'm
later,
saying?
innit?
So
It was inevitable.
me knowing that, alright, cool, 35, I need to be in a good position, get my degree, and make sure that when I'm working in the prisons, my brothers can vouch for me. I'm always working in education. So when I'm going to work, I'm now with civilians. I'm not with prisoners. And I'm not with officers. Do you get it? So I'm telling them, when you're working with civilians, they're dealing with you like a colleague. So whenever I'm going work in the education department, I was getting promotions and that. They're just dealing with me like a normal colleague and even forgetting that I'm a prisoner. Wow. And telling me stuff they shouldn't be telling me. But it's that was able to make me not so institutionalized when I'm dealing with people.
And how did you find the willpower to be able to do that? Because from going from being on smoke, let's not get it twisted. Let's not try and throw, what did they say? Throw sugar, cover it, sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Sugarcoat.
You was a bad man. Let's cut all. You was really on it. Man was selling guns. You used to carry a duffel bag with 30 guns in it. How did you go from being that man to be sat opposite me today, giving advice to the youth, helping the youth, doing motivational speeches? Because that's, bro, that, forget about all the crime you've done. That transformation is massive. To go from 30 guns, duffel bags, guns, bullets, all of it, you never gave a shit. Your life was on the line every single day. To now being sat opposite me, doing a podcast, doing part one that smashed it, going to all over, giving speeches, doing talk, advising the youth. How'd you change? How'd you become that man?
Education. So I read over 250 non-fiction books in that time, man. And I was meant to understand the mentality that I had. So you see that young child soldier kind of mentality that I had, I understood how I got that mentality and why I've got that mentality. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's to do with your environment and history and black history, all these type of things. I understand, okay, the way I think, the trap that I'm in was planned hundreds of years ago. And I just fell into the trap. So where I think I'm being rebellious or going against the grain or being an outlaw, and getting myself in situations where I end up in modern day slavery in a prison. Do you get it? So I've realized, okay, I just fell into the trap. Being rebellious would be getting a degree, getting a master's, getting a PhD. That's what's rebellious. Doing what was planned for you, the trap for you to fall in, that's not the rebellious thing to do. You're conforming, but you think you're being rebellious. But you're doing what they want you to do, that's conforming. They want you to fill up the prisons. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So once I read that and I understood that, I'm in my cell looking around like, oh my days, is this what's going on in the world? And they had me selling crack, joking, reading it, like fuming, just fuming in my cell. They had me selling crack. Yeah, that's how I found the willpower and the drive. So in terms of the prison, you was asking about prison, a lucky escape, because I'm always finding stuff out after, is on the same unit. So I'm on the same unit, and we've gone out on the yard, and there's this big bald white guy, built like a brick shit house, as they call it, So we're all on the yard. So so this is at a time when we're on the unit, so we're in the prison, So the bear of the Manchester gangsters are on the unit, the name brand youths, and there's bare different people coming on accumulated visits. So we're all on the yard. The white youth that is built like a brick shit house is arguing with someone in the window.
This is an inmate or a screw?
This is an inmate. We're all on the yard, we're all prisoners, and to be in the prison, you have to be in there for a serious thing. So we're all in blue and yellow.
Serious.
We're all in, everyone's serious that's on that unit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah? So bam. They were saying to me, what are you doing here? They were like, why are you on the unit? Just for a shooting? What are you doing on the unit?
Shooting?
Yeah, that's what they were saying to me. I'm like, I don't know why they got me in blue and yellow. Even them people have all escaped before.
Oh, right.
I haven't even escaped before. I went on a visit with a scouser. He's gone on a legal visit. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but I want to show you the mentality they had on the unit. Gone on the visit with the scouser, He's looking 30, I'm looking 30. We're looking big years. Come back off the legal visits. We're in the holding room to go off the legal visit. So my man says, when you get out, go somewhere called Fazakli and go into a barber shop and ask for my details. They'll give you my number. So I'm thinking when? In 15 years or something like that. So I'm saying to him, what, you reckon the barber shop's still going to be there? Do you know what? This guy this is the smallest I've ever felt. He looked at me like a piece of shit. And he said, what? You're not escaping? That's what he said to me.
What the fuck?
We're in blue and yellow, so we're in escape uniform. We're in the prison, and we're in the legal visit holding room. And he looked at me like a piece of shit, like, what? What, you're not escaping?
I'm not even looking to chat to my man.
I didn't even feel like a criminal. At that stage, I thought, what? These men talk about escaping like picking up a drawer of weed. IT. So in the morning, so he said to me, yeah, we've just come off legal visits, yeah? My legal team's talking about you're looking 25, 30 years peak. I'm thinking they're telling him the same thing. Yeah. Because he's in for all the pineapples and all that little spree that was going on one time. I won't say his name, innit, yeah? So we're in that room and he's telling me go to Fazakli, because I have to say it in a Scouse accent for it to make sense.
Yeah.
Fazakli, because I was telling them it's called phaser curly, yeah. So they said go to this place called Fazakli and ask the barbers for my number and they'll give it to you. So I'm thinking, but we've got big bird. We're looking big birds. Do you get it? So do you think that barber shop is still gonna be there? Yeah. And he looked at me like a shit on his shoe, yeah. And he said, "You're not escaping. You're just gonna do the bird." So I'm thinking, my niggas are not even moving like that, G. If I ring them, they're going to be talking nonsense about, well, you're a manny and you want men to get you off the bus. That's what they're going to say to me. You see, the next day, he escaped off the bus.
The next day?
In the morning.
Did they get him back?
Fam, let me tell you the story. The next day, he escaped off the bus. And every night, when you're in blue and yellow, they come and get your knife, fork and spoon and your trainers and all your stuff out your cell. So you bang up at night with no spoon to make tea or nothing, because they're saying you're in blue and yellow, you might escape. Mm-hmm. Do you get it? So you see, in the morning when he's escaped, you see that night they come to my cell talking about give me your spoon and knife and fork. I'm saying, did you not take his spoon and knife and fork yesterday? They said yes. I said, move from my cell then, because he escaped still. So obviously it's not the knife and fork and spoon. Because you're in your cell, you can't even eat no cereal or make a cup of tea because you ain't got knife and fork. They want to come for my knife and fork after my man just left me. Nah, G, you're not getting my knife and fork today, bro. And just rushing from my cell. But he was really gone the next day. So then they're telling us, don't worry, he will get caught tomorrow. We'll keep his cell warm for us. This is what the officer's saying. He didn't get caught for years. It's all years down later in my bed. I'm watching the news. He's getting caught in the villa, in the back garden in Amsterdam, like just lounging. I'm saying, look at this nigga. G'd up. That's why I rate the Scousers. My man had no doubt whatsoever. He was like, what, you're going to do the bird?
So look, you lot have lived prison life, yeah? Let's be honest, you've both been through it. More than like 4 years, 16 years. 13
and 3, yes.
13 and 3.
Total, yeah.
But wait, I got sidetracked because that wasn't the story I was telling.
Okay.
I got sidetracked to tell that story. So they're shouting out the yard. This guy is arguing with someone in the window. The big guy, yeah?
Yeah.
So he's arguing, and the gist of the argument is them in the block are saying, anytime you move, you're finished. No matter where you go, you're finished.
It's on site.
Yeah, and he's saying, whatever, one of your mates are on the wing now, he's not on nothing, boom, boom, boom. So they're arguing. Then he said, my brethren's name. He's saying, yeah, my man's on the wing, he's not on the end, so what you lot saying? So I'm thinking, rah, the guy he's talking about, I'll be chilling with him every day. So I've walked over, because I'm fresh off the roads. So I've gone up to this big man. I watch how you're talking, you know, because that's my brethren. When we go in, it's peak for you. Yeah.
What are you looking up to?
Looking up, wham guy, yeah. But I'm fresh off the roads. Man does not care about size. Yeah. So bam, left him, whatever. He ignored me actually. So bam, walked back to them man there, chilling in that, yeah. So then Gone inside, I told my brethren, right, my man was talking smoke about you, but he was watching out the window anyway, yeah? So I'm saying, what, you want to roll on him? He's like, nah. I'm saying, what? My man was, he has to get rolled on because I'm fresh off the roads. He's saying chill, yeah? So, couple days later, man's in the class, and this lady's coming and she's saying, the people who get big birds, only their sisters look after them. So if you ain't got sister, you're tired. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Oh. When you get a 30, your brothers are gone, your girlfriend's gone, your kids are busy, your parents passed away. Because she was like 90. She said, I see a few people do 30 years. Wow. And if you've got sisters, you're good. I had sisters, but I was thinking, she don't even know who's got sisters in this room. So you're just moving mad. But anyway, so in that thing, he was saying he ain't got a soul. And there's no such thing as a soul. The same whammy, yeah? So then I'm saying to him, talk for yourself, my big brother. I've got a soul. So then he stood up on a mad thing trying to move to me. It got broke up. Yeah? Again, I've made a mistake. Boom, after. Roll to his cell, bust the door. Go in there. What was you saying? Yeah, the whammy, yeah? So he's like, nah, I was just angry, whatever. I'm saying, all right, cool. Good. Go back to my brethren. You know the one who he's talking smoke about? Told him what happened. He's like, you should move to him now. I'm saying, what? You didn't move to him when you were I've just gone to him. He apologized to me and said he was in a bad mood. Why would I move to him? Bam. 3 months later now, yeah? That guy has talked someone else, this guy who's kind of crazy, yeah? Who's on the unit, into moving to my man, and they've given him a shank, yeah? So the wham guy is leaning over the side like that. Wham guy, yeah? Just bare neck muscle over the side, yeah? So the guy who's kind of crazy, who they talked into moving my man, walked over to him and shanked him in the neck, yeah? The guy pulled the thing out his neck, grabbed the ute and sat on him and just started soaking him. I said, oh my God. I fam, you see when I say that he grabbed the thing out his neck, but when he grabbed my man, it was like a piece of paper. Because he grabbed the thing out his neck and then he went like that and put my man down. A human. He went like that to a human there and put him down and sat on him and soaked him up while the officers all watched. They didn't even, the officers, my man's so wham, they didn't even flinch. They didn't even pretend to get him or nothing. And he just soaked my man up. And I said, okay. That's why, man.
That's why I didn't move to him.
I've been rolling on him bare times. You know how many times I rolled in him and he said, what are you saying? What was you saying earlier? And so I'm joking, but I didn't know. I found out after.
That he was a serious brother.
And then I'm going to show you the brother on DVDs because when documentaries come into prisons to do interviews, they interview him all the time. So I'm going to show you him. Who I'm talking about.
Okay. Calm down. I want to see this guy. I want to see how big he is.
Yeah,
man.
Prison life for you lot. You both experienced prison. You both went through the highs and lows of prison. You've both come out. You've changed your lives around.
1,000,000%.
What does the future hold for Ross the Boss and Kieran?
Dream team, innit, bro? Sky's the limit, man. Creating legacies, man.
Yeah, we're trying to make history right now, so...
Nah, we are making history right now, but obviously people are not aware of it yet because what we got in the locker and what we've been working on, it's not even...
Can we tell the people what's in the locker?
Yeah.
Fire away, bro, innit? We're locked and loaded, ready to go this year.
So we've got a plan for 3 projects.
Okay.
Got 2 projects in the bag already, EP and a mixtape. And while that drops, we're going to be working on the album. So the EP is called Diverse Portfolio. It's got 3 different genres on there to show his versatility. And basically, it's like a trial run for fans. Taking more fans and that kind of stuff. And then we've got a visual project called Trojan Horse, which is the mixtape, 10 songs, and a short movie. So
and a hell of visuals to go with that as well. It's a visual project as well.
So that Trojan Horse has got 10 music videos and a 30-minute short movie.
So if you think I've been quiet musically in that, obviously I've just been, since the fire in the booth, I only released Head of the Pack, and then we were just released Rough Life with Young Saber. Big shout out to Young Saber. We just released Rough Life. That was something different again. I don't think the fans would have even expected that, but you know, the stars aligned again through organic link-ups, good people. It's music I enjoy myself personally. I like to listen to. people comment on my flow, this, that, and the other. Fire in the booth personally. Big shout out to Charlie Slough. He's a proper guy for giving me that opportunity. I still speak with Charlie now. He's really supportive in that. But I think I could have done better in my fire in the booth. Was I ready for it? Not necessarily. I'm going to come back and lay it up properly next time because now I'm a rapper now. I don't care. Obviously, people can say whatever they want about my flow, but I've gone away. The concept behind Diverse Portfolio was to really make some music that I enjoy listening to. We made a drum and bass song with Slay, made a grime song with XP, never even done grime before. So made a bashment song, Young Saber.
So you've done it all.
A drill song with PS. Diverse portfolio. So okay, people
There's
are saying,
something for everyone.
yeah, but more so for myself personally.
Yeah.
Tell your
music.
story.
It's the music that he wants to listen to. So this whole project is independent, and what we've done is focused on the music that he wants to make with the artist that he wants to make
I grew up listening
without no outside influence. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Just the stuff, because these are his first projects that he's doing since he's been released from prison.
Passion projects, you know what I mean?
Like raw, unfiltered, real music.
I'm from where I grew up and the culture that I've grown up around, the music I've grown up listening to. Like, obviously, I don't just listen to rap music, I've grown up in different genres of music. I've got older siblings. My dad's old school. You know, I grew up listening to Motown. I've got reggae, stuff like that. Lovers rock, things like that. Like, I listen to all different styles of music, do you know what I mean? So...
When is this new music coming out? When is this all happening?
We're locked and loading, man. We've got a full clip ready for it. In fact, we've got full clips, man. Boom, one after another now that's sitting. The rollout is mad.
Yeah, we're going to have a crazy rollout, but how we're trying to do it is we're trying to do it based on growth. Okay. So we're trying to grow the fans as we roll out. So imagine we've got 10 videos ready to go, for example. Yeah. We're trying to drop one, hit a certain set of growth, target, then drop the next one, drop the next one. Okay. But obviously, by the time this drops, we'll have you to have all the targets there that we're trying to hit. Yeah. So the fans know, look, we need to help them hit this number before the next thing drops. That's how we're looking today, because we're doing it independently, and we need to get to certain numbers to get the monthly income that we're trying to get in.
And when is the first tune dropping, or do we not know yet?
The first tune is dropping...
Where I'm from.
29th
of April, thereabouts, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be dropping... it'll be dropping this month. The next
this month?
Yep.
So while people are watching this video, they need to be preparing for the music to drop.
Where I'm from, that's the next one. But in the middle of that, we've got the visual project, the short movie.
Yeah. No, I'm not in the middle of that. After that, so we got the next thing to come out is Where I'm From. Before that, we've got the listening party on the 17th of April in Manchester in the FOMO Lounge. Which is basically the town centre. So we're trying to attract as much fans to that as possible.
So that's basically meet and greets, merchandise, things of that nature. Obviously, it's time for me to get, not necessarily, like how can I put it? Like, a lot of people want to meet me in person. So I think it's an opportunity to connect with the fans, get to know them on a more personal level, and give them a voice of what they want me to do next. You know what I'm saying? I speak with people on Instagram all the time. When they send me music, I'll give them constructive criticism, whatever. I do try and give as much time back as I can. A lot of the fan base, I've had contact with my pops when he was out on bail for a while. He was running my Instagram. He's built personal relationships with a lot of the fans that have been there from the very beginning. Do you see what I'm saying? That have been on the journey with us. Do you see what I'm saying? Now my pops has gone back to prison. So on and so forth. So a lot of them still email him now. So that relationship's been built. So I'm still corresponding with a lot of the fans that I've got to know personally. So it's an opportunity for the likes of them, that have really been on the journey, supporting us, to come and meet me on a personal level. Merchandise, sign some CDs, and then obviously preparing for the shows and stuff this year, things of that nature. I've got a show tomorrow actually in Manchester, performing in Manchester with RBR, my cousin Dr. G, some other American artists, a few. Manny Captain, a few other artists are performing.
So everything's really just
we're cooking on
ready
gas.
To go.
This is what I'm saying. We've been making music videos
because we spoke about this on part 1 with you. We spoke about it. I asked you what's the future hold, and you was like, Mikey, just watch when I come back for part 2.
Well,
and
today, for instance, music video today. On top of that, movie, multiple scenes, multiple people, multiple areas. Come from there straight to the BlueTick show now. Back on the motorway tomorrow. We've got more to do tomorrow with Hotline Freestyle. Big shout out to Hotline Freestyle. So that's tomorrow. Then we're flying back to Manchester. The show with RBR. And then after that, listening part, it's yeah, it's listen. Why they sleep? We're working. Do you know what I'm saying?
Where do you see
24
Ross the
hours
Boss
now.
in 5 years? The brand, Ross the Boss. Where do you see it in 5 years?
Hopefully, not even hopefully, because words are powerful. Like, that's what I made that transition, man. I want to make that change. I want to make my pops proud. I want to make my right hand man, my brother, proud, because he's away for a very long time. God willing, you know, he bosses his case.
When is your dad looking to come out? When's his really expected release?
He's already done a 5, hasn't he? So, depending on this percentage off to talk about early release now, juggling the numbers, etc. Cat D, tag, things of that nature. Probably in the next 2 years there around, isn't it? He could be home on tag with a year left, tag whatever. So yeah, God willing, by the time Pops gets home, we're already, well, it will be. Do you know what I mean? But we saw it's been.
It's in the motion.
Yeah, we're creating a wave, man. We're not messing about. I can see people might think I've been quiet, but behind the scenes, linking up with Guns here, my brother. Come on, bro, sky's the limit now, innit? About to create a fucking legacy. Do you know what I mean?
How big do you see Ross the Boss getting in 5 years? I know you have a massive part to play in Ross's music career. You lot are glued. When I see you, I see Ross. When I see Ross, I see you. You two are together 24/7.
Literally.
How big do you see the brand Ross the Boss being?
Well, if you base it on authenticity, is what they're saying is the buzzword right now in the music industry. Yeah. So if you base it on authenticity, I know that all of the top rappers will swap their story for Ross's story. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In terms of being a part of a £1 billion conspiracy and reaching that level on the thing, because that's what they're all rapping about, innit? So based on authenticity, I reckon he can be looked at as one of the best to come out of the UK ever. So that's what we're aiming for. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
And I'm only mastering my craft and getting better. Do you know what I mean? I'm taking this as serious as a heart attack and living and breathing it. Working with different artists now. I'm in the studio creating with other creative minds, even down to the videographers and stuff. London has been the best transition for me. Coming up to London, even linking up with yourself, Mikey, getting to know you. Our good friend here from Wardrobe Luxury, like, you know, we're all a team now. We created a team. We built a solid team. Bandicoot Studios, Illwell, videographer Zoo, videographer, Hotline Freestyle, Menace 24, Professor Green, all these people that have all contributed. If not mentioned anyone's names, nothing. There's that many people that have all helped contribute to the machine of helping me grow as a person, as an artist, mentally as well. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm still adjusting to being out now, and obviously it's different being a rapper now, making the transition from being an ex-drug dealer to being a rapper to being legitimate, to, you know, really trying to, no, actually doing this thing, not even trying to, we're doing it. Where's the powerful? I've got to change what I say again. But yeah, we're pushing, man. And I know that we're working harder than anybody else right now. No one's working as hard as us. Because what did someone say to me the other day? He said, hard work beats talent, especially the talent isn't willing to work hard.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And I thought, okay, I'm going to take that on board. And someone else said to me from UK, Overstood, shout out to the likes of Jay and the rest of the team as well. He said, how are you staying out of trouble? I said, well, being up in London's been a massive help, changing environment, changing mindset, changing scenery. And he said, work so hard to the point where you're tired. And that's exactly what we're doing. So being tired all the time keeps you out of trouble, keeps my mind so occupied. I haven't even got time to even tap into negativity. And no disrespect to a lot of people, like my real ones know, you know, I don't get to speak to them all the time, but every time somebody rings me from back home, it's like, bro, can I just phone you back? I'm just in the middle of a video shoot. Sorry, bro, I'm just in, it might be a friend from jail, or bro, I'm literally in the booth right now. Bear in mind, studio times, it's all big paper, do you know what I mean? I'm just in the booth right now. Can I hit you back? Can I hit you back? And I might not get back to people for days. They might think I'm being ignorant. People saying you're going to Hollywood now and all this type of stuff. It's not that. It's nothing personal, but I'm so locked in. We're so locked into this now. I'm not even trying to lift my head up until I know that the finish line is in sight. Do you know what I mean?
Well, this year is a big year for you both.
Yeah. It's all or nothing, man.
You're now a team. You've now combined forces. You're not on a road life no more. You're on the legit path, and you're combining everything you've been through, all your life experiences, every single mistake you've made, you're now turning into a positive.
That's it, man.
And I think together, just based on all the bad you've been through, if you can turn all that bad into 10% good, you've smashed it.
And harness the energy and just change it and push it forward. And then obviously, you know, it's about leading by example as well. Like if obviously Guns can come out and change his life the way he has, from the way I knew him to the way that I know him now. It's a miraculous transformation. Myself, you know, that's definitely inspirational. But then he said to me the other day, we had a conversation. He's like, "No, but your story as well, bro. That's why we're rocking it so tight because obviously, you know, what you've done coming out and doing this with this rap thing. I'm saying what you've done. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so we're both being modest, but I'm in awe of his story. He's in awe of mine. But that's just being real. Do you know what I'm saying? So combine forces, and you got to think we got to lead by example now. Like I am starting to become a role model, as is Guns. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, changing the narrative, just talking about the negatives. Like, it's all good talking about, yeah, I made people, I had fun. It's undeniable. Do you know what I mean? Do I regret it? Probably not. No, I don't regret it because it's all led up to this point now. I've lost a lot of things. Yes. I've been suffering with PTSD. Yes, because of the things that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I've been stabbed 7 times. I've been through all kinds of madness. I've lost people. I've had friends turn snake. Do you know what I mean? I've been, you know what I mean, managed. Obviously, conspire to kidnap you all the time. Everyone wants to wrap you up, but obviously you just got to move vigilant at all times. You know what I'm saying? Right? And you can never switch that off. I still move like a drug dealer would move, but that's just fine tuning me for this. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep your wits about you. You know what I mean? But that being said, just making the transition, and I want to show the next generation that, you know, you can make the transition. You know, there is some positives to the game, the money, the lifestyle, cars, women, being able to provide for your family. But, you know, if you don't play the game right, then you will lose, and it is short-lived. And when you lose big, massive, as I did, and probably yourself included, am I right in saying?
Well, I think you're both on the right path. You've both got whenever we talk now, we talk business. Every time we meet up, it's laptops out, Mikey, look at this. And I'm like, okay, cool, numbers. And I'm like, I look at you two, you're not an ex-drug dealer, you're not an ex-gunman. You're both businessmen.
That's it.
And I think that transition is amazing.
That's it.
And people can sit there and say, oh, they're ex-criminals. Why are you speaking about them like that? But bro, you made mistakes. Now it's all about changing your life and showing the youth that, yeah, I've done bad. It is what it is, but I've turned my whole life around. I've made mistakes and now I'm changing my life. And I think that in itself is why both your episodes have smashed it on the BlueTick show. Like,
it's real and organic though,
like
isn't it?
People, every single, even your podcast to your podcast, every single episode, every clip, everyone wanted more of it.
Yeah,
so
and
we
they
brought
wanted
you
both
back.
of us together, because I think he'd left the room when we got talking about how we met the first time.
He
You
said
watched the
he
part
said he was
one,
gonna
you'll
leave
see.
it.
And then obviously, you know, we give them what they want, they ask for. But it's good to circle back now. What would you say? About 2 months later or so?
It's been a bit longer.
It's way longer than that.
It's been about 4 months.
Now, this is what
It
I'm
was
saying
last year.
about.
Be in January. Do you get it? So we started this journey in like the end of November, December, and it's
This is
start
what I'm
of
saying.
April now.
Grinding hard.
So in that time, the work we put in, the stuff we've learned and that kind of stuff has set us up where we come back to you. Because I said to you, Mikey, I'm gonna come back to you when we've done it. Do you get it? And we've done it now. We've got the project in the bag. We've got the distro companies wanting to come with the numbers, but they're not hitting the numbers we want yet. So we're looking to push forward independently. The first thing we've got is the 17th of April listening day party. Then we're gonna be dropping another song, Where I'm From, and then we're just gonna be dropping continuously as the fans engage with us and help us grow independently. That's what we're trying to do. So
Well, look, we're going to leave all the socials, all the YouTube channels, the Spotify, the Instagrams, all the socials in
website,
description. Everything.
The website, everything.
Guys, if you want to stay locked into Ross the Boss's music and his journey, go down to the description, click on everything, make sure you subscribe to him, make sure you follow him, and literally lock into his journey. But carry on, tell me.
So
Yeah, man.
So I've spoke about the diverse portfolio project. So the Trojan Horse project is kind of a life story, but with some artistic license, as they call it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Some twists and turns to make it more engaging and that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a visual project. Comes with a short movie and the 10 videos. So everyone tune into that. Get locked in and get ready for that, cause it's gonna be crazy.
Well, listen, guys. You all watch the video. We keep bringing you the entertainment. Make sure you go show some love back. Go lock into what they're doing. Follow their journey. They're trying to change it from a negative to a positive. Make sure you show them some love. Make sure you follow up everything and lock in fully because they got a big year ahead of them.
For real.
And apart from that, listen, I think that's it. We've wrapped up. I'm glad to have you both back. And I think we just got to let the music do the talking now.
That's it, man. No more talking, innit?
That's
Let's
it.
get straight
We've given
to
them
it,
part
innit?
1, we've given them part 2. Now they got to show some love if they want part 3. That's literally it. We got to leave it up to the viewers. Let the viewers lock in. Let them tune into what you lot have got. And just, like I said, let the music do the talking.
Yeah, big things coming this year for us anyway, man.
Listen,
Sky's the
it's
limit
been a
for
pleasure
us.
having you both back.
Mikey,
Thank
as
you for
always,
having us,
man.
Mikey. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Always.
Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in for the next one.